Hello, everybody. Welcome to Very Late Night with Emmet. um, I want to talk a little bit about today, which is an insane day. I I had my first couple of games when it comes to doing some kind of wargaming. I drew both times, so in both cases I didn't lose, but I didn't win. The end of the first game, I almost win, and the end of the second game, um, it was a tactical. It ended up in a tactical decision to draw. I could have tried to go to an objective, but it was easier to just draw. So I want to showcase a little bit of what I used to play, because I think it's extremely well done. Obviously, the spearhead or the small army I have is still not done. I got a bunch more stuff for free. Those are not models by GW. They're 3D printed. They look pretty okay. Some paint, they will look really okay. Hello, Mr. Hollow Knight. Good to see you, by the way. Thank you very much for the insanely huge, ginormous 50. And thank you very much for the insanely huge, ginormous $10 super chat. Says, morning all, happy Freedom Month. Happy Freedom Month. We're finally out of fucking Promise Month. No more gays. Hey, K2, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you, Bree. And good to see you, Varin. So yesterday I needed to have at least the basics of my army ready. And I spent a huge amount of time getting this guy done. And I'm really happy because people look at it in the gaming store and they literally told me the pictures does not make it justice. It looks so much better in person. And I thought the picture looked good. And to be honest, I wasn't uber happy with the paint job. I think it had too much red on it that I didn't think was necessary, but it ended up looking okay. And I'm really happy to all of detail, like all of the purple, how cool the skin looks, how cool the metal looks. It's just a beautiful model. They were all like, whoa, you're putting on his throne. It's like, yeah, it's higher up. It towers over the other armies. It really looks impressive. And having like that much metal on him, it's just, ugh. Now when he's about to attack, you feel it. You feel it when he's just about to attack. I committed some rookie mistakes. They were okay. It was nothing super big that I missed. It was mostly stuff I missed. And the dice on one of the games was extremely mean to me. But they were fun. They were really fun games. Really fun games. It was a shitty day. A really fun game. Why shitty? So a couple of days ago, I got my bike wheel punctured by a what is it called? A screwdriver. So today I changed the tube yesterday, and I was supposed to be able to get there today without much trouble. Well, nope. Nope. So it got something happened to it. It didn't work today. I need to figure it out tomorrow. I have another game on Friday. Game was cool. People were cool. I enjoyed the day. I get out. The store closes at 9. I got out of the store at 10:30. People were really happy with my painting skills. I was really happy with how impressed people were with my with my painting skills. The Fantasy Army looks really fun, and I think I will be selling these Spearhead once I'm done. I would like to keep it because it's really cool, but I think I can make some money out of it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I want to share this guy. This guy is so cool. I have another picture of him, like from the back. Like the whole thing is dripping in gold, and it's really fun. And he really looks like he is some kind of boss. He is the boss. Now, what are we actually here for? Am I gonna just talk about Warhammer? Well, I was just about to talk about Warhammer, but there's a couple of topics that we can talk for a little while that I think are really fun. Let me go ahead and check this real quick. Pretty looking figure. It is absolutely insane how good the figurine looks. Like, I don't know, I guess you wouldn't expect it. How cool it looks. And it really looks so much better in person. Like, so much better. It has so much gradient and detail and paint imprinted on it. It's really fun. Anyway, I was gonna say, that's not the only thing I was gonna talk about. There's some more stuff that we can talk about. So I want to comment on the Erica Kirk. Who here has heard of none other than Erica Kirk? Oh, by the way, USA won in the World Cup. For all of you soccer fans, have you all noticed that soccer sounds kinda like sucker? Not saying it should, saying it sounds like. But yeah, congratulations to the USA. By the way, 4th of July is coming quickly. The Canadians have a similar day. Brie can attest to it. It's supposed to be Canada Day. Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday was Canada Day. But we all know that Freedom Day is fast incoming. Fast. This Saturday, on the 4th of July, we are going to get it. Yeah, it was yesterday. Anyway, I want to talk about Derek Kirk. So, we're going to be doing a little bit of a small dive about what the fuck is the conspiracy theories about Derek Kirk and why they're retarded. Okay? That it is what we're going to talk about. So, we're going to go on and bring up Candace fucking Owens. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that. I also want to bring up a little controversy maybe. Okay? Your boy Emmett here has been telling everybody that stupid movie that everybody seems to like is fucking stupid. So maybe I'll talk about that movie more in depth and tell everybody why the movie is wrong, bad. But let's see if there is a comprehensive guide. Oh my god, Dr. G explains. 705,000 subscribers. Oh, we're gonna put a window under the microscope. She might she might be lying, you know. She might be actually lying, you know. Oh, wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you like to know? Wait, but before that, there's one more topic I'd like to discuss. Usually wouldn't talk about this topic in general, but I think it's necessary. I think it's actually necessary to talk about it. We're gonna go into this stream, okay? Jake Bauer bravely came into the stream to tell Nova Star that she's a whore that should put her tits away. True. But then, my boy Avarice comes into the stream. I'm gonna talk about how is it bad for society for a moment. We're gonna be talking about how small government is better, blah blah blah, nobody cares. I wonder what is it exactly that the left and the right approach in the exact same way. It's like the use of power. I wonder what exactly is that the left and the right approach in the exact same way, because I don't think we do. I really don't. But I think the uses of power has to be done. The other day I was told I was an actual fascist. My answer to that will always be the same. I'm not a fucking socialist. I'm not a commie fuck. I hate commie fuckers. And I will always hate commie fuckers. Okay? Always. Always. If you have a question as to how much I fucking hate commie fuckers, ask every single commie that has interacted with me so I can tell them how fucking retarded they are. Because they are retarded. I am. So, libertarians have this idea that they're in a fucking fence. And them fucking themselves in that fence is good enough. As they're getting 100 fucking percent getting robbed blind. Oh, please, please. Do whatever you want, just don't tax me, bro. And the left always tells us the same thing. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. What do you prefer? Being a complete fucking degenerate or not paying taxes? And they're like, oh, fine, take my money, but don't take my cooming. Oh, please don't take my Kumi, no. Fucking Coomers. But at this point, Tabaris is gonna go and ask a couple of questions that I think are interesting. Yeah. Whenever anyone calls you fucking fascist, just tell them back. No. No, I'm not a fucking commie, okay? I don't understand how people think that if somebody's coming up to you and being like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, and they're like, shut the fuck up, you're gonna be less likely that not just be jumped on verbally. Every single time somebody's telling me to shut the fuck up, I'm gonna allow you to say it once, maybe. You can spurg a little bit. Sorry. No audio? You sucking fuck. Thank you for letting me know. Let's go back.
Sure.
We just different.
All right. Well, I think we cleared this up pretty good. I have a question before I get out. I just want to clear some things up because Andrew cleared some things up with me, and I just want to understand. So I'm not in the what's the best word here? I'm not feeling like I was lied to, and I feel that right now. So I just want to clear some things up here.
Yeah, help me out because I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck you're talking about.
yeah. So yeah, for sure. So you stated to me, and I don't want to talk much about this, but you did state that Easy went and he ran to Andrew about the event. Right
No,
now,
Andrew cleared that up.
I got that, but you did state
Good. You don't like avarice? Just asking for a friend.
that before Andrew even said anything, right? That he ran to Andrew. Right now, was that something you were saying out of anger?
No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Avarice.
Well, that's
I'm not sure.
that's what was
Oh, by the way, I actually like almost destroy my finger while painting. Hey, Gogomon, thank you very much for the insanely huge, enormous $10 Australian. This is have a good stream. God bless to you. Hope you have a great rest, man.
that's
well.
what was stated. What do you mean? I don't know what.
No, that's not what was stated. That's not what was stated at all.
Well, I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out because it said.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up and I'll tell you.
Well, it said he to ask Andrew to have
Avarice,
me change
shut
the days.
the fuck up and I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So what happened is early in the actually the other night, while I was well, I should have been sleeping, but I was awakened by something else. Right after that, Andrew texted me and said, "Hey, you got a few minutes?" I went online. You know, I said, "Yeah, let me get out of bed, so I don't wake up Belinda." I went in. He and I had a texting little or a Discord conversation back and forth about he was asking me if I would consider moving my event to Sunday. And you know, it was basically, you know, he didn't realize there were two events on the same day. It's bad business for everybody, blah, 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 bullshit. I made the what I at the time and still to some degree believe to be the correct assumption that Speakeasy ran like a bitch to Andrew and was whining about my event. And so of course I didn't say that to Andrew. I at the time was keeping my opinion to myself. I said I would consider it. The next morning, I did consider it. I did look into moving my event. Unfortunately, we have people coming into town that are booked into hotels, booked into Airbnbs, only for that one day. They're not attending Modern Day Debate, which I wish they would, but they're not going to. And it was virtually impossible for me to move to Sunday. And I told Andrew that, and I told him a couple other things, and we also had some other conversations which nobody needs to care about, and I had kind of left it at that, except I stewed on that all fucking day. That the audacity to ask me to move my event when I announced my event first, I had everything locked down, and I have an actual real event. So I don't know what your point is, Avarice, but I would really like you to clarify it.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I'm being very clarified, right? So this is what I'm.
Understand it was his idea. Yeah. That's the only problem I have with his statement. His statement should be, it was a misunderstanding. I thought this happened. But it didn't. I wasn't trying to lie to you. You said the wrong information. But he doubled down.
This is why I don't want to go like through our DMs and try to put anything up last. So I'm trying to figure things out to be very clear here. But it was
not
stated,
a whole lot to figure out.
Well, no, but it was stated, and this is why I want to be very clear. The thing is, it was stated to me verbatim. It's a bitch move to ask Andrew to have me change days, right?
No,
and so it made the assumption.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Wait. Yes, you did. Go to
you
our
not hear what I just fucking said, Avarice?
That's what you said in our
Avarice,
DMs.
that's not what I said. I said it was a bitch move for Speakeasy to run to Andrew to ask me to move my dates, or to bitch to Andrew about me having an event.
No, listen, maybe you need to check the DM. The DM says, "I'm pretty pissed today, man. It's a bitch move to ask Andrew to have me change days," right? Which is basically stating here.
And yeah, Andrew went on yesterday. Got into the arena. We'll see that. I just want to showcase this. I don't want to talk about any of these, because I think it's petty bullshit. Okay. I have a bunch of people I need to go against. I go a little bit into pettiness myself, not gonna lie. Usually it's because people are fucking stupid, and that pisses me off. Just pisses me off when people are retarded. But greed, right here, is supposed to be clarifying, okay? So
that you're insinuating that easy.
Where's that DM at?
In our Discord. This is why I have an issue. That's why I don't know what's going on.
In what
me
Discord?
And you talking to each other.
Me and you?
Yes.
I have never talked to you, Avaris. Yeah, yes.
All right, I'm looking for it. Actually, you're way down there. So yeah, there it is.
The third one up. I'm pretty pissed today, man.
It's a bitch move to ask Andrew to have me change days. Not fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That says to ask Andrew to have me change days.
Yeah.
That's
so
not
who
for
asked
Andrew to ask me? That's not for Andrew to ask me. That's for Speakeasy to ask Andrew to ask me to change my day.
But he didn't ask Andrew. He didn't ask Andrew.
And at the time, I did not know that.
So what you're saying is you just jumped the gun and you made an assumption. Okay.
So you made an assumption. That's what it is. He doesn't know you for real. He just never knows. Hey, Bill Hicks. Welcome to the stream, brother. Brother. Hey, brother. Oh, my brother, they're turning the frogs gay, brother. Welcome, Bill.
So the accusation was made without evidence. So that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I made an assumption that's what it.
What you walk into? Well, now that Promise Month is ended, the men have decided to take the gloves off and start having a little bit of a fight.
It happened because I couldn't possibly conceive of any other reason why Andrew would ask me to move my event.
Well, you didn't ask him, and now it put everybody, and this is what I'm trying to say, in odds because it made Easy look
we were
bad.
already at odds, Everest.
But
I don't like Speakeasy. He's a fucking punk.
This motion.
He's made
this motion.
You're supporting a motherfucker that constantly makes hit pieces about me.
It doesn't matter.
You keep supporting a fucktard that literally makes hit pieces about me.
The fact of the matter is
Find one stream where I made a hit piece, a goofy of the day, about that dumb motherfucker.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Grid got a little bit called out on this one. My opinion is this, right? Drama feeds my soul. I love it. It's great. Every single time I've seen drama, perfect. Top of the iceberg. But when it comes to political messaging, when it comes to how we ought to act in accordance to our political enemies, I want all the fucking drama that comes from fucking this tiny to destroy him. Okay? But I don't want any of my friends to be involved in it. Amaris is a person who he's one of the few people who have called me on a day out of nothing just to ask me how I am. Just to say, hey, man, how you doing? So, even though I think highly, maybe wrongly, but still think highly of Grade. I don't mean wrongly because I'm wrong. I think maybe wrongly in the business sense. I can say that. I still think that Davos is in the right in this one. I think Davos is in the right. Okay.
Matter who
It
I
does
support,
matter.
it matters
I
what's
hate
said
that
to
motherfucker.
me.
I'm
it
telling you
doesn't
right now, there is no peace to be had here, Avarice.
Again, it doesn't matter what's being said to me, right? What I'm trying to say is what I'm trying to say, who I support or what I support doesn't matter.
I'm going to burn it all
what
the
is
fuck
being
down
said
if
to
you
me.
keep talking to me about this, Avarice.
Well, you
You
can
need
burn
to
it
be
down
quiet and
then
listen
burn
to
it
what I'm
down.
saying.
I don't care. What I'm saying
There's
is
no
that's
peace to be had.
lie, then.
Okay, there's no peace to be had.
So what you're saying is that includes lying.
By the way, good to see you, Tiny Pinky. Or Tiny Pink. I don't know which one. Or Pink. I don't know. Or Tiny. I have unpopular opinions about things. Well, Nate. Well, Nate. We all have the same opinion. The powder dusty owes me fucking money, okay? You better pay up. Or else the compound interest is gonna go, higher and higher.
Avarice, he came for me and he keeps coming for me, and I'm tired of it.
As do all of them. Okay. Yeah, I really enjoy. Like I said, I really enjoy drama. It has never been wrong when it comes to me. Oh, I can always navigate it. I don't have like ill will against any of these people. I think most of them are mentally ill, to be honest. Okay. Or they are in a different stage of life. But I do think that when it comes to business, you have to do what is right for business. Sometimes you do business with people you don't fucking like. But you'll need to do what is right. You still need to do what's right for business. Don't forget the money you owe me, Emmett. I know I haven't asked for it, and I don't really need it. Just don't forget. What? David, I told you I would take care of it, which means I don't have to pay you, bruh.
And again, everyone seems to be ignorant of it, or ignorant to it, except for me. Hold on.
The words
Do
here.
you support him doing the Goofies of the Day on me?
Again, I don't watch the Goofies of the Day.
It's a simple yes or no. It's a simple yes or no. Do you support him doing Goofies of the Day on me?
I support him doing whatever he wants to do for his channel.
$700? What the fuck? How the fuck do we get that amount?
Just like I support anything you would want to do for your channel.
Then we have nothing more to talk about.
Avarice.
Well, so what we're saying here is that statement, that's all I'm trying to talk about, right? I'm not even trying to talk about here about what your history is with Speakeasy, right? What I'm trying to talk about is what you said to me.
I said I made an assumption. So what?
Okay, but that assumption was an outright lie with no evidence. So now when I go and talk to somebody, it makes me go and look bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know who you're talking to make you look bad.
If I go to Rob, right, and I say, hey, Rob, do you know if Speakeasy went to Andrew to...
Why is it any of your fucking business? Why are you inserting yourself in a situation?
Again, because you brought it to...
Pay David, bro. That's effed up. Bro, I can't pay him. Okay? I said I would take care of it. I would take care of it. Flip side, those ever support Ring Girls at great events? I don't know how exactly they're gonna be showcased. I don't have a problem with it depends on how they're showcased. If they're just horse around, then I don't think he would support it. I wouldn't support it. Ursary, my brother, is a Rava Shekeldom. Send me your Cash App, David. Send me your Cash App.
My attention. I can do whatever I want once it's brought to my attention.
That's true. That's very true. Fair enough.
A Lannister always pay his debts.
if it wasn't, that's what I'm trying to say. So this is all I was trying to get at is so at this point, and I just want to be very clear. And the way it sounds is like you're even willing to lie, and that's not the kind of people. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not.
You're even willing to lie to make someone look bad.
I didn't lie.
Avarice.
Well, it didn't happen. So how is it?
Jake Var is so uncomfortable.
I didn't lie, and I said that I made a mistake. I made an assumption. It was a proper. It's a natural assumption too. When someone comes to you out of the blue and says, "Hey, would you consider moving your event?" And I say, "No, I can't." And the other person says, "Well, Speaking's not going to move their event either. I don't know what to do about this or whatever." I know I didn't go to Andrew and ask him. So what's the obvious answer, Avarice?
The obvious answer is that Andrew
went to Andrew and asked him. Is that not the obvious?
When you told me that he asked you to move, the first thing that went to me is he was trying to move for the Jay Dyer debate.
I didn't know anything about I'm not privy to the MDD.
Well, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Well, the Jay Dyer debate. So I don't know why.
But that's not the first thing that came to my mind. The first thing that came to my.
By the way, it's kind of funny how Jay Dyer has destroyed the Protestant mind in the last couple of weeks. David Wood made a fool of himself yesterday in a way that I have very seldom seen anyone be as dumb to make himself look.
My mind was, oh shit, Speakeasy stabbing me in the fucking back.
Again, but an assumption that never happened, right? So instead of getting confirmation or even confirming that that's the case, right? You not only went out here to me, but you even went out and said this on a panel to our enemies.
Speakeasy is my enemy.
There's more enemies out there than just Speakeasy, and you're telling them that. It doesn't. So if there's in-house fighting between me and Rob, do you think that we should just go over and start telling Sarah, and I should just go start telling Sarah and Dusty all the crazy shit about Rob?
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
I'm just saying you don't talk about people on the right. Right, people on the right ought not talk shit about other people on the right.
He's a leftist. He's not on the right. He's a.
Jaguar is so uncomfortable. He's just so uncomfortable. He's getting cocked here. He's getting told off like an old child.
Fucking leftist. He believes in gun control. He believes in social programs. That motherfucker's a leftist.
I'm not here to talk about what side I think he's on the right. You can think he's on the left. I'm not here to fight about what side he's on. I'm sitting here saying if there's two people that host our sides on the right, we ought not be putting out lies.
It's not a lie. I believed at that time that was the truth. And when someone said, "Hey," when Andrew clarified it, I was like, "Oh, I was wrong."
Okay, so if somebody tells me,
keep reaching.
I'm just saying, if somebody tells me that my next door neighbor is a prostitute, and I just say, "Oh, well, my next door neighbor is just a prostitute," I tell everybody my next door neighbor is a prostitute. My next door neighbor goes, "No, I work in finance," but now my whole HOA thinks she's a prostitute. Am I not the one to blame?
If I make an assumption based on the facts that I have at hand, that's not a lie.
I
don't think he has a hangover. Okay. It's just that he's just uncomfortable. It's like, oh, what the fuck am I doing here?
Assumption based on what she was wearing, because I think all women dress like whores.
Yes, you do believe that.
To be fair, a lot of them do wear whorish setups.
So
I agree with
you. Now, is it my fault that everyone now thinks she's a prostitute?
What is that? I don't know. Maybe
You did this. You did not. This is what I'm trying to say. You didn't get sufficient amount of proof before even making
what would have
that
been sufficient amount of proof, Avarice?
By saying, "Hey, Andrew, did Easy come to you?" Or even going to anybody before blasting it to someone on the left.
Who's on the left that I blasted it to?
I think that there are people that you talk to on your panel that are on the left. Like, for example, Dusty, Mayhew,
Dusty's
etc.
definitely not on the left.
Well, me and you would be in disagreement, like you and Speakeasy would be in disagreement with who's on the left and who's on the right. I think Dusty's on the left
Okay.
as much as you think Speakeasy's on the left. Then
At best, he's a libertarian. I mean, at worst, he's a libertarian.
and again, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to state the words that were said to me. Right? If this was said to me, right? I just want to clear up that I don't.
This is the problem, once again, that I have with the right-winger libertarians being right-winger libertarians. And this is going to be a problem that I would have to anybody who calls themselves a right-winger and is actually libertarian. There's going to be a moment when the right wing cannot talk anymore. And the sword will be swung. And the left will cry. And we won't care. If you get in the way, you're going to get mowed the fuck down. Okay?
Like that kind of behavior, because to me that's scummy. If Easy did that to me, which he doesn't, right? He's never said to me, just so we're clear, Easy has never said one fucking
Dusty not being on the left like that means not on a monarchist. I am a monarchist. But I'm not even like I'm an institutionalist, I think. I believe that it doesn't matter what kind of political system there is. If Christians are there, our duty as citizens is to take power over it, utilize Christian ethics to make the best possible ethical framework for everybody so that we can be richer, we can be stronger, and justice will be served.
fucking thing about you to me, directly in DMs, not one fucking thing to you, except that I'm mad about what he said or something, and I don't want to talk about it because Easy wouldn't put me in that position knowing where I am, right? But then you give me the same accusation. I go and do the fact check, and it's not even true. So who looks like the bad guy? You or Easy?
I honestly don't care. Again, I don't like Speakeasy. Speakeasy is my enemy.
He doesn't
I
like
don't
you,
care.
but he doesn't talk.
There's no mending offenses here. There's no mending offenses here. None. Zero.
Okay. Well, I came up here. I asked again. It was an assumption made. I wanted to.
Yes, it was an assumption I made, and I have since corrected that assumption.
Okay. Well, it's getting late. I'm gonna go to dinner. Everybody, have a good one. I didn't mean to start.
Yeah, Avarice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Look, I don't have a fucking dog in this fight. I love Grid.
Yeah, listen. I'm not.
Boy.
I'm not here.
What up, Jeremy?
I'm not here to fucking shout out or call him out on it. I'm just here to call out the statement that made that feel like a lie.
I wouldn't take your sword that comes out of a gunfight. You don't have. That's a phrase. It's a phrase. Okay? What it means is the pew-pews will come out. And we have them. And we're better at using them. And Christianity is not about making you feel nice or good. We will enact justice if necessary. And we're gonna move from here to a stupid movie I fucking hate.
Fair enough.
That felt like a lie to me. It felt disingenuous. So when I went that day, and I Grid, you have to see that, and I went and fact checked that, right? And then it's like, and then I get told by higher ups, like, dude, no, what do you fucking talk about? It makes me look like a fool. Like I'm the one spreading fucking rumors. It's not fucking. I don't like it. You have to admit that.
Okay. Like I said before, I'm not taking sides. I love Grid. Grid is my boy. Grid has had my back. Speakeasy's been nothing but nice to me as well.
Justice is not romantic. Justice is not something you want for your life.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on here. You guys have a lot of history here that I don't really know about. But Avarice,
Independent thinker. Good to see you.
I don't know. Maybe we should get a panel with Speakeasy and Grid to kind of hash this stuff out.
I don't think Grid's getting on a panel with Speakeasy, and
I'm sure Speakeasy doesn't want to do it either.
Panel. That's what
Fair enough.
I don't think that's a vice versa thing.
Fair enough. But if you're sitting there claiming that, hey, we're on the same side, I think you should advocate for that. Okay.
I always do. I always advocate, just like Rob would or anybody else.
Then we should.
If we're on the right, there's a bigger fight. The left is the bigger fight.
I agree with that.
I
So
disagree with this.
We should fucking advocate for Grid and Speakeasy to get on the path.
I disagree with this. I think they're fucking full of shit, Jake. I think you're fucking full of shit when it comes to that. You know what? I'm not taking sides, but I'm taking sides. Jake. True. Thank you very much to Hold On Nate for the huge, ginormous $10. Says Avarice asking Grid likely was the right move. It is the right move. When you have a disagreement with somebody, you go on panel and you tell them directly. I do that all the fucking time.
Panel and to hash this out, okay?
And I'll end with one more advocation, just so we're clear. If you're going to debate con, all right, and you're a stoner like myself, it's Texas. All right, don't be dumb. You represent all of us. Don't bring your drugs down to Texas. It's a felony down there. Okay.
Sure.
If you can't go 3 days without doing your fucking drugs, you're not a fucking man. All right. Just fucking hold on.
Also, be very careful with your alcohol shit too, because they don't fuck.
Okay. That is just about being responsible with your intake. I think Grid took the L on this one. You gotta be professional. Sometimes you just ought to be professional. The answer was no. He couldn't move his event. Logistics were bad. It's already set up. There was no way to make it. It's that simple. There's nothing else to be said about that event. Logistics set, venue set, people said, no way to move it. End of story. Instead, you have to go on and open your your big fucking mouth about something that has nothing to do with anything. That's what I think happened. Do you believe that ECU was? Who fucking cares? You're just gonna look like a petty bullshitter because you can't prove it anyway. Just can't prove it. So, I'm gonna tell these. That's my recommendation to everybody who wants to go into this kind of bullshit. Shut the fuck up. It's exactly what, what's his name? Dave Chappelle will tell the UN. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But what about the planes from Egypt? What about them? We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We will get there eventually.
So I had a little bit more weed.
So, Cynthia was there. That's fine. No one really cares. Let's see what Andrew has to say about all of this. Because at the end of the day, he's the one who probably talks a little bit. I would take sides. My recent interaction with it was him defending Dusty, throwing a live stream tantrum and rage quit before resolving the issue. Avarice brought it to conclusion. Listen, there's a lot of people that fucking hate Dusty. They fucking hate him. I'm gonna say something that a lot of people will not like. I don't. He has tried like 3 times to bait me into some kind of drama. I just fucking ignored him. Made jokes about it. Every time he wants to bait me into drama, I'm just like, fuck you, and I rage quit. He gets annoyed. So now every time I go into his fucking panel, he's like, yeah, let's talk. He knows. He's like, oh, well. Piscimo's is gonna leave and I have no content. So. And I'm not saying that I do better or that I'm best. None of that. I'm just saying that I have no problems with him at the moment. Except for the fact he owes me a lot of fucking money. Compound interest is being charged. As Caleb Hammer would say, with a 34% interest rate. This is bullshit. Man, I wish I could do a review on some of the financial audit bullshit because they're so good. They're so good. Anyway.
Had a boxing match with me.
100 pounds. Yeah, boy.
It's an opportunity. Like if he said,
I finished buying my army of sisters. Like I have only sacrosands to build. Well, not to build. Sacrosands to build to buy. Estraturga. And a Dialogus. Just 3 models that I need to buy. And I'm done with the army. I don't talk shit, but creators I support and talk mad shit to those I don't. No, I'm not telling you did wrong. Okay? Everybody can go around and talk whatever they fucking want. It's fine. This is the internet. Okay? My point with drama is, if you're gonna have drama, be careful who you have drama with. Be careful as to why you're gonna have that drama. And be sure that you're correct on the drama. When I see someone like Witchy Bitchy being a complete bitch and I call her that, if I go to Grade 1 or Speakeasy or Andrew Wilson and they were to ask me, man, what do you think of Witchy Bitchy? I would be like, a fucking bitch. It's a retard. Okay? Because I think she is. It's that simple.
that to you, you could have a boxing match.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Speakeasy is going for with his debate platform.
This has had nothing to do with Grid. This is not about starting drama. This whole fucking thing. Now threatening to beat my ass, threatening to get the place raided, telling Zach that he needs to come.
Say he was
Hey, just like when Orthodox guy goes full on degen. He has like a 45-year-old bitch telling him, oh my god, you're the best, I love you. And I go into the panel and I called our bitch a bitch. Hey, bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay? It was fucking right.
was gonna get the place
That's
raided.
okay. Well,
fucking
you can
Book
say
of
that all
RLM.
you
Ah,
want, but,
man,
like, when
God,
somebody's
fucking bitch.
saying they gonna get raided.
He did say
He's
he was gonna
implying
beat you
that
up.
he's gonna be the one doing it. So
They are going to get raided. It nowhere says that he says I'm going to get them raided.
whatever.
He's gonna tell the police, go to every single VFW in the Dallas metro area.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous, so petty. Telling
How's
us
it
to
going?
have bail money. How's it going?
Hey Andrew, are you gonna let OG up?
What?
Yeah.
I thought
Hey,
OG was
Zach.
back.
How you been, man? Long time no talk.
I'm sorry, who is this?
That's Andrew.
Eh.
Oh, it's Andrew. Oh, hi, how you doing, Andrew?
Yes, living the fucking dream, man. How are you?
Better than I deserve, sir. Better than I
Yeah.
deserve. Doing well.
Yeah, so this is all kind of my fault. So I was actually calling to say I was sorry.
By the way, this is absolutely very nice out of Andrew. This is like one of the nicest thing I've seen Andrew do when it comes to smaller content creators. Because it kind of showcase what kind of person he is. Like, he actually cares about the people around him. Even if it's on the internet, he's like, well, yeah. If I say something, it probably will affect them. Well, yeah.
So I reached out to you and I reached out to Grid today specifically to try to sort this out. And I usually don't get involved in stuff like this, but my idea was that if one of you guys moved your event to Sunday, I'd have 3 days of events that I could send people to without them being split. That was just my own stupid idea, I guess. I did not know that it was going to turn into all of this. So kind of sorry about that. That was not my intention.
Yeah, it's not your fault though.
Yeah,
He's been
it's not
doing
your
this
fault
for a bit.
at all, Andrew. That would be a good idea. Unfortunately, my flight's already booked, so I can't move things around on my end. But
well, it's nobody's fault. I didn't put pressure on anybody to do anything, not Grid or Speakeasy. I was just saying, hey, if this is a possibility, is it something we can work out? Because then I could send the crew over Friday for the people who get in early to an event, and then Saturday we're having the big party, right? That the Crucible's throwing, which I'm sure you guys are going to be at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I can't really. The only night that I get to have some beers is going to be Friday because I'm debating all day Sunday. So Saturday night, the big party, I can't even drink. Which kind of sucks. But I was like, that way we would have a Friday event that I could send everyone to, a Saturday event, and a Sunday event we could send everyone to. So that
And I truly believe that's the case. When I knew this was gonna happen, like 2 months ago. The moment they both announced that they were gonna have the debate on Friday, the pre-debate show on Friday, I knew there was gonna become something petty to fight about. Now, as the awful person that I am, and thinking about myself only, I said nothing. Hey, Chatter King. Yes, he's putting pressure on Modern Day Debates now has event the same day as theirs too. What? I don't think so. I think it was just like, yeah, there's debates on Sunday, but I don't think that means that. I just think he want to move out. Sorry. I just think he want to move up the event so he can have people go to all of the events, and he kind of understood that there was going to be some kind of beef and drama and bullshit. Because we are a small. This is like a classroom. This is literally high school. We're going through high school, kind of. Okay? And this is like Easy's clique versus Grade 1's clique. Okay? And then he comes the actual popular kid, which is Andrew Wilson. And then Andrew's like, well, to which event are you gonna? Are you gonna come to my party? Are you gonna come to my party? I'm gonna do his party. No. And then Andrew's like, fuck. Can go to both parties. Why don't you move your party to Sunday so I can go? So I think it's perfectly understandable, to be honest.
that was just my idea. So I was I was not intending for it to turn into a thing, man.
Yeah,
So,
no,
I'm sorry about that.
Here's the thing. The drama is coming on one side, and it isn't you, Andrew. And that would have been a good idea. Maybe we should have, you know, contacted you since you are the guy that is in the area that knows.
Oh, so much fucking cope. What? No. I will not give it to them. I will not give this one to them. What should have happened is they, as people who are supposed to be on the same kind of space and kind of in the same position when it comes to issues, should be able to talk to each other as lower content creators. And don't get me wrong, I'm lower than them. Okay? So that you can accommodate, so that the bigger content creator can rest his peace. That's what I think should have happened. Now you can say I'm wrong. Fine. Still, that's what I believe should have happened.
Knows what's going on, sure, and knows throughout all the events and what.
Well, you guys, I mean, you guys don't got to run shit by me. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Yeah, I can't tell you guys what events to run or not run or this or that. I'm just thinking of it in terms of my guess is that all parties involved, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, are essentially utilizing the fact that the big debate con's going on there. And you were there last year, and so you can kind of use that as a launching point for your events. And I think that's smart, right? I think that's a good idea, not a bad idea. That's how networking is done. It's just from my angle, it's like, well, then maybe we can capitalize on that by splitting the events up over 3 days, and then people.
You know why, Elder? Just to save some hassle to the big man. Because this is a business.
People get even more bang for their buck, right? So that was just my idea.
Yeah, no, and what I was saying, not getting your permission. I mean, we're all adults here. It's more of, you know, what's going on with more. You have more knowledge on what's going on with DebateCon and things of that nature, and what's happening than we do. And quite frankly, that could have been a useful thing to talk to you about for sure. But we decided to go and do this. And
well, sure. Well, you guys probably have you probably got all kinds of commitments too, right? Like you know, you're doing this in advance, so you probably have a booking and you probably have things scheduled with people. And really, it's my.
I will explain why. It might be the case that the person is completely reasonable. But then if somebody asks you something, it's like, listen, Andrew, I tried. Say, man, I already have the venue and everything. Why don't you move your van to this date?
My fault. I should have reached out probably. I didn't realize, and this is me being stupid again, right? This was actually brought to my attention, I think, a month ago. I don't remember who told me, but they were like, hey, did you know that Speakeasy and Grid are having events the same evening? And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I just didn't think anything of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it dawned on me as we're getting closer to the event. I was like, well, wait a second. It makes sense if we can split this up over 3 days for every, because there's going to be, like, we've sold hundreds and hundreds of tickets, guys. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, it'd be nice if we could give an event calendar to people, because then I can recommend it. Because
Great shift for the axe, my friend, Andrew. So when he requested the change,
head over to this event. Yeah. I don't have to do a split event where I'm like, well, they're both doing it.
I'm not fucking defending Green. Green took the fucking L there. You see him, Avarice? I mean, Avarice is like pounding, just going at him. Pretty much asking the big question, did you or did you not lie to me?
pick your own, like pick your own adventure. You know what I mean? I could just recommend it that way as an itinerary. So that was kind of my idea.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. And here's the
If you don't play ball with the tribe and the fibers, we can work with you. More tribal BS. Here's the thing, it's because you've done the Sunday event. Green was bigger. It was planned first. I mean, you're wrong. Because the tribe is everything. Especially if you are a fascist. The tribe is everything. Okay? This is what I would have done. I wouldn't have moved my fucking event. But I would still reach out. Just so the moment I get asked by Andrew or anything, I'd be like, listen, man, I tried. You're riding the curtails of a giant, in a sense. When did all this go down? Yesterday.
the thing. We're going to have a nice event, and I hope people come. And it seems like we've had numerous RSVPs to ours, and that's great. And I'm sure the same thing with Grid. And I hope Grid has, he gets 200 people at his event. I hope he does. That's not, I don't understand where the BS is coming from with just.
Even if my tribe had somebody that was bad, very evil, whatever, it'll be my tribe duty to do what the fuck we want when it comes to him, not yours.
Because we're having our event, a friend of mine, he's big into wrestling, pro wrestling. I'm not, but he is. And he goes to a lot of the WrestleManias. And throughout the weekend, there's numerous other like lower level, I guess, professional wrestling events that are happening. And there are multiple ones of them. And I don't think one is attacking the other.
I mean, this is a combination of Monday, yesterday, and today, actually. There's a lot of bullshit going around. And the only reason I'm covering this is because I thought it was a little bit interesting. And my only take about this is, I think Andrew just wanted to try to seek a conflict resolution before it actually became a conflict. He didn't know the bad blood between the people involved, probably because he doesn't fucking care. And I wouldn't either. Okay? It's like, oh, I have bad blood between me and Witchy Bitchy. I don't think fucking Andrew would care. Right? He doesn't fucking You'll be like, why the fuck is this guy even interacting with a fucking witch? That would be the question I would ask.
They're just going to they're just publicizing their event, and people who come, and people who don't. Like, I don't understand this whole BS and people coming to Speakeasy stream to talk shit on him and on our event and trying to get me to not do his event. If Grid was smart, you know what he would have done? Said, hey, I know you're doing Speakeasy event and you're sponsoring that, and you're a sponsor at DebateCon. Come and sponsor mine too. But no, it's either or. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand there could be business conflicts. I know that there's some bad blood between these guys going a little ways back. I tend to stay clear of it. Mm-hmm. Let me give you my rationale. If I get involved, there's actually a potential at this point that I could inadvertently say one thing that could destroy a person's career without me even realizing that I'm doing it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just stay. I don't even want to weigh in because I could just say a thing and it could cause all kinds of problems at this point for a creator. And that wasn't always the case, but it is the case now. So I'm just Yeah, I try to take a step back from people that I work with. I do raids to Speakeasy a lot. The Crucible crew seems to like his content. We've always had a good working relationship that way. There's never been any issues there. And Grid's hosted events before Jason to DebateCon. The crew really liked those, so I'm happy to send people over there. So essentially, at this point, I'm not trying to. But this.
So Andrew asked them both if they couldn't change the date, and they both couldn't. No, it was a little bit more like Andrew asked them both if they could change the event. One of them was like, "Oh, that means the other person is horrible," and went on a tirade with people that are contrary to the Crucible. They made videos and they have attacked the brand and the idea of the Crucible, and then started talking a little bit mad shit about the other person event. And then when it all escalated into them both talking mad shit about each other. So instead of getting the actual result he wanted, it just caused a little bit of a riff.
This whole thing was just me sending DMs so that Speakeasy. I can even.
Modern Day Debate is competing with Greed and Easy. Do they have? Really? No, they only have Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Oh, Debate Con 8 per game event, Friday, July 28th. It's an 8 p.m. Jedi versus Walim Naim, Bible of the Quran, which God is relation of mankind. Okay, cool. Pretty interesting. Good to know, Shadow King.
Even read them.
I don't
so
believe
bland.
you went and told them I was crying to you. Like that's why I was like, that's ridiculous.
Well, actually, the opposite. I told both of you guys that this has nothing to do with the other one. I was just making an inquiry, but I know I should have known better because just making the inquiry can cause all kinds of havoc. It just can at this point. So it's all my bad, man. I'm sorry about it. I wasn't trying to create any conflict. I just thought that there was a good idea there that if we all work together, we could all get what we wanted out of it. The Grid made a good point. He's like, well, the Sunday night slot might not be good for me or Speakeasy, actually, because that's probably the night most people are going to leave, and I'm there till 7. But the truth is that a lot of the holdovers actually stay, like the more rigid fans. There's usually like 50 or 60 or 70 who will stay after the Sunday into Monday morning. And that's the wind down day. So it just would have been cool to have a party for me. You know what I mean? So that's all.
And the next one,
Yeah, I understand, and I don't hold any of this on you or anything. I appreciate you apologizing, but you didn't need to. It's not on you. It's way beyond that. It's just turned into threats. We're gonna get raided. All this craziness. That like, I don't hope any of that on him, though. To be honest, so I don't.
It is what it
I'm
is.
just gonna be worried about making sure our event's protected, and that's it.
Yeah.
What you want to call in? What do you want to say?
I wish you guys, and this isn't always possible. I wish you guys could see past the beef, because I think us working together in the field is actually more profitable for all of us, and ultimately would do better by all of us. I understand, though, that from your perspective, there's lines that were crossed. I'm not trying to get in there and tell you that what to do there or him. Just think ultimately it would be more profitable for everybody if there was more working together. But
Are you still doing commissions? I am.
And yeah, so
a bit more
it's on me,
expensive,
I
but I am.
apologize, and
What do you
that's
need?
it, man. I'll get off your stream. You guys can have a wonderful evening.
Andrew, are you going to be able to make both Grid and Speakeasy's event? Or do you feel like torn?
Just trying to.
Well, I haven't actually. I told Grid this morning, but same with Speakeasy. I haven't actually committed to going to either event.
Oh.
But the truth is that even last year, I was able to stop in at Grid's event that Friday night because I got in a lot earlier that night, and I didn't have any debates. I only had one debate that the next day, and then another one on Sunday. So I had a little bit more lead time. This one's going to be a lot rougher because there's way more people showing up than any previous debate con. And so I think most of my time is likely going to be spent at the event with fans, which is what they bought the ticket
You want to talk about Speakeasy? No.
for, right? So I'm not sure if I can make it to any event. I'm not saying no. I'm going to definitely try, but I also want to meet Speakeasy, right? So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, I haven't committed to any of them. I'm just not sure I have the time.
Yep.
Well, hopefully I
Which
get to
makes
run
sense.
into you at Grids.
You got a crazy weekend. I can't wait to watch those debates.
Dude, it's gonna be a wild weekend, and it's a huge show, lots of great debaters. There's going to be lots of great debates, but also we're going to throw a fuck of a party, dude. it's going to be an awesome epic party. Everyone who bought a ticket, just like last year, open bar. We have catered barbecue coming in, and I wanted ribs. I wanted good smoked barbecue ribs.
Oh man, that event is gonna be amazing. That event's just gonna be fucking amazing. Now, I want to talk about the Erika Kirksdorf stuff. Christ is what I think. It's the name of the channel. No. Wait, we're gonna talk about something different. I know exactly what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna make the change. We're gonna make the change. Before we make the change, I'm gonna go get water. Wait, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna get some water. Okay. I know that the supposed main card is a debate that Andrew wanted. So maybe it is a good. It actually happens. I don't know. I'm not gonna say either way. I don't know. I don't have an idea. I just don't know.
YouTube thumbnails full of smut. Some things you gotta just stay away from. Scroll while they try to hit the lust. Hit the lust button, make you do something dumb.
I'll be back in just 1 second, okay?
Chased. Advertise execs hit you every which way. Turn you to a Kuma for the state. Better you should go blind than masturbate. Let me just speak it from the top. No sugarcoat, no whitewash. You're not meant to live like a dog. Looking for a stump to hump till the epilogue. Try to keep your mind on better things. They keep fashion images that got you panting. Don't give Lucifer another inch. Reaching for the images of his recruit's print. Cross yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. Their spells lose effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair. Cross yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. Their spells lose effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair. The world gets uglier every day. Uninspired buildings littering the landscape. There's no beauty in the modern age. Ugly is the spirit of the age. Ugly is the way that the people behave. Ugly the philosophies they claim. Ugly are the things that they do with their pain. Wash yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. This puzzle's effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair. Wash yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. This puzzle's effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair. Whatever's going on, whenever it is wrong, whatever they're doing to you. Whatever's going on, whatever's going on. Whatever's going on, whenever it is wrong, whenever they're doing it to you. Whatever's going on, whatever's going on. Wash yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. This puzzle's effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair. Wash yourself and say the Jesus prayer. Pray the Lord gives you strength not to go there. This puzzle's effect if you don't stare. Look away and save yourself from despair.
Got a lot of stuff.
Yes, I was talking. My bad. We're gonna segue into a cool into cool topic. This actually shocked me. Okay? Kind of shocked me in the good way. For over a year, I've been listening to a bunch of retards talk mad shit about a widow. And not only a widow, but one that was widowed in front of the whole nation for his political beliefs. When you're asking if you can call in, I said no, Felix. You can't. Just can't call in. Sorry, you're not on the list. Not on the list of the people I would pick up in the middle of my fucking stream about talking about Speakeasy. The list of people I will probably do that is 1. Maybe 2. You guys can hear me now. Stop coping. So, let's start with this.
To cover today. But first, I haven't seen any of you guys in a week. Been traveling. Traveling all over the United States. Setting up war plan, as it were. How the hell are you? You guys doing well? I hope so. I hope you are.
Like if Elder Lion, for example, asked me, "Hey, bro, can I come up and talk about this?" I probably would say, "Yeah, you can." You know why? Because Zquite literally just allows me to go into his channel and talk about almost anything I want anyway. So yeah, it's reciprocal. If not Elder Lion, if AVG would ask me, I'd probably say yeah. If Grid would ask me, I would probably say yeah. I would still say the same thing I said, okay? Hey, aesthetic.
So,
Blood.
whatever 300th episode was a banger. Banger episode. Ryan set up that dono bar. I think he was 20 grand in before the show was 3/4 of the way through. Good episode. A lot of fun to watch Rachel confront the lunatics who have either assaulted or...
The best part of this whole episode was Rachel saying, "Oh." I'm not gonna do that. I look at the list of people, and I knew. You fuckers are just gonna stand there while I took care of all these bitches. That was like the best part of the whole episode, right at the end.
attempted to assault yours truly. These women can't keep their hands to themselves. I don't know why. It must have that effect. Because man, they just go nutso for me. I don't know. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. We had that all planned.
That she went on. It's like, oh my god. The moment I knew it. By the way, shout out to Rachel. She did an incredible fucking job on that show. Incredible job. You guys were fucking laughing your asses off as she was taking care of a bunch of fucking degenerate scum.
Go down to
I was laughing my ass off myself.
Me and Rachel fly in. Then you wonder, hey, where'd you go for a week? Well, DPUSA hired me to go down and train its new crop of debaters. So that's what I did. Went over to their Capitol compound in Arizona.
She was amazing. I mean, let's.
They're trying to take away one of my words. What the? Superior State University in Michigan released its list of banished words for 2023. You got some dummies with a piece of paper telling you what words you can and cannot say, and you go along with it. Number 6 on the list, guess what it is? Amazing.
Amazing.
And I started training their debaters. Now, you see, I was not very thrilled. Not very thrilled.
All right, Jeremy. Good night of sleep, bro. And take care.
The course trajectory of how these campus debates might go without them having the correct talking points and knowing how to do the correct debates. John Doyle was over there as well. Got to meet with him. Hadn't seen him in a long time. So I went over and trained all these guys up. I saw Z speaking about it. X, the head of the America, not thrilled to have competent debaters over at TPUSA.
Just crying her fucking eyes out. That's what she's doing, fucking Coper. Have a great night, Jeremy.
Now, I might have placed some of the Crucible Invasion team on their new campaign. Their pickup.
Now, to be fair, Jeremy, I'm gonna let it go. Should be donating for that fucking good wishes out of a. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put it in your tab, okay? Just remember that compound interest is a bitch.
The Mike campaign. FemCons. There was a couple of women there. I noticed that Z posted and said she was pretending that there was like 3 women there with very small followings. 90%, or it was 90% plus men who I was training. There were some women there, that's true. But in my defense, I basically picked on them the entire time. Picked on them the entire time. I mean, not for them, but it was really fun for me. First thing I said when I went in there, all right, just so you know, I'm going to pick on every woman here because I can't. Like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So anyway, after.
You know what I'd do? If I'm ever hired to train people like that, I would put a glass ceiling. I'll put a glass ceiling. That's what I would do.
Training.
I would be like, see the glass ceiling? You ain't gonna break it.
Gentlemen up. 2 biggest issues of TPUSA is feminism. Otherwise, they do great work. Well, Rachel had a long meeting with Mr. Colvett.
What do you think? You think the entertainment is free, right, Jeremy? Is that what you think? It's a joke, dude. Have a good night, bro.
Where she picked apart the TPUSA Female Leadership Summit. I think we're going to have to do a little something about that Women's Leadership Summit. Going to have to be a little Alex Clark's going to be really upsetty spaghetti about this one. Alex Clark's not going to be very happy about how TPUSA is probably going to be dealing with their future Women's Leadership Summits. Let's put it that way. I don't think going to be very happy about it.
I agree.
Now, while I was there,
I agree.
Getting to know the landscape. I ran into one Erica Kirk. Had a nice long conversation with her as well.
The one and only Erika Kirk. The one that a bunch of people will attack for absolutely no fucking reason. You know? I thought about talking about her for a while. And I didn't. I didn't fucking do it. I didn't make any other videos that I could have done. The reason why is because I was it's just not gonna I'm gonna shit on them. That's the reason why. I mean you are. That's right. That is in fact correct. You remember? You're paying for it. Thank you very much for the insanely huge, enormous $5 donation by Hollow Nate, says Jeremy's Goodnight Donation. He owes me now. Like this stream, bitches? You better like the stream.
I walk over to Erica, fucking grab her, and I gave her a big hug. Told her that I was really sorry for what happened to her. Fucking nightmare. Just a fucking nightmare.
True, just a nightmare.
So sometimes I think old man hugs. Sometimes I think old man hugs. I think they go a long way. I don't know why. Women like old man hugs. What do you want me to say?
I never thought it was a good idea for her to be in the spotlight so soon after what happened. You know what? There's like a lot of people who say that, and I understand the sentiment. What the fuck are you gonna do? What would you do in her position? Okay? You have a bunch of vultures running around trying to find a bone like this fucking black woman. What's her name? Candace fucking Owens. That bitch tried to play us all. I'm just asking questions. Fucking bitch. What you fucking do? Leave it to all the vultures? I think Elder Lion is correct here. I think she saw that it was her duty. And we should be. It doesn't matter if being managing the company is something you dislike. Thank you very much, Jeremy Ryan, for the huge, ginormous $20 super chat. Says, I own nothing. I don't run tabs. Here's the money for no reason but to prove a point. Oh my god. You didn't owe me anything, dude. It was a joke. I thought it was funny. But thank you so much, man. God bless you.
Well, I was really sorry that that happened to her. Nightmare. Just a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I also told her that I understood what was going on. That many of these people who are acting as ops are performing sets of psychological torture on this woman. How do I know? Because I've been through it myself with my wife.
True.
As my ops attempt to perform psychological warfare on her, they blame her for horrible things as well.
You know what? With their talking about the ops, how about we talk about who the fucking ops are? For just a second. Who do you think the ops are? Well, let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to a little video. Okay. One of my favorite fucking videos on the internet. It's called The Legion of Coom. Now, I probably shouldn't play it all, but it's so fucking good. Okay.
Deep within the swampy bowels of the internet, beneath their facade of caring and inclusion, lies the headquarters of the most sinister villains of all time, the Legion of Coom.
A meeting will come to order. The Legion of Coom is now in session. It is the purpose of the Legion to salt the earth with prostitution, degeneracy, family destruction, antinatalism, bastardization of the Bible, and other evil shit. To that end, we've assembled a team of the coomingest coomers the internet has ever seen. Isabella, the world's least professional confectioner, and who, when the situation calls for it, can hold her gut in for hours on end. Autocorrect, whose talent for tone policing is unmatched.
I don't like the way you said that.
Parker and Dean, sharers of the same body and mind.
Oh man, it's fucking idiots.
Tree of logic, queen of corporal punishment, she will sit on every face. Nala Ray, Kuma 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 Chameleon. She comes and goes, the raging tomato, who can and will pull a lawsuit straight out of the ground. Z, the angriest and also most f***ing repulsive woman on earth. I played this stinking city like a harp from hell. Lauren Southern, who can disappear from all public scrutiny without anyone noticing. Hillary Crowder, who will cry on command if any man is moderately mean to her. And Naima, whatever. She's a greasy freak.
Whatever.
And far more dastardly, deceptive, and depraved than any of you is me, Destiny, a brilliant mind utilizing the full potential of Adderall. Absolutely, I'm the most important person here. Nobody cares about the rest of you, and we're not going to get on with business plan evil things. Now, fellow degenerates, if you please. As we all know, the Wilsons have been mucking up our perverted plans for far too long. So for this reason, I, Destiny, yes, Coomer of all Coomers and Gooner of all Gooners, have come up with a plan to stop them.
They're just awful. Did you know Andrew's live-in slave? I mean, wife?
No, and just live in slave. The Legion of Coom, also known as the League of Evil Prostitutes, been trying for years to try to perform some kind of psychological attacks, bringing up tragedies on somebody else's past. Okay. Great fucking work, you damn idiots.
Said I was a stripper when I was a dancer?
Well, sure, I suppose, but autocorrect, you were dancing in the nude.
It's ridiculous.
You were stripping. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it.
She called me a prostitute. That's some bullshit.
Are you not?
You can see in my videos I ain't even them guys.
Now, Tree, with respect.
No,
I have seen and enjoyed these works of videography.
Don't start that bullshit, Destiny.
If you receive money to sit on someone's face...
Bitch, how about I sit on your face, little bug-eyed?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Fuck you.
Andrew said my cute little belly pooch hangs too far out of my shirt. That's ridiculous.
Well, let's be honest.
It hangs out just the right amount.
Okay.
He calls us cowards.
No, I don't want to hear from you. You two are cowards. Now listen, I have an evil plan.
And baby, look at what he said about us.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
He claimed we were having sex, and I was using you to leverage a place in Twitch politics by having a romantic affair with you.
Oh my God, you were sleeping with me to leverage a place in Twitch politics. That's exactly what you were doing. Lauren?
That's not true, baby. I love you.
You were good, but you weren't that good.
Andrew?
That's actually my favorite part of the whole thing. Oh, that's not true, baby. I love you.
Claimed I made up an entire abuse narrative to leverage my husband's fame for victim status.
You did do that.
Wish we were married to a rich man.
Me too.
No, you don't get it. He claimed you can't trust women in the space because they will take everything you say
Tomato.
and try to use it against you
Shut
if
up.
they don't get exactly what they want out of you.
Shut up! That is exactly what you did, Tomato. That is the Prima Strategy Guide to precisely what you did. No one here is going to deny that one, and if they do, you're all fired. Am I taking crazy pills? Tomato, you unreasonable son of a bitch.
I don't batter my boobs. It's not my fault I'm clumsy.
My boobs.
He's so paranoid. He claims there's a league of evil prostitutes out to get him. Isn't that insane?
He uses
Okay,
the same
so
kind
That
will be quite Order! No, isn't. Just isn't.
Shut your ass up.
Hold on for just one moment. I have a plan.
That she had three baby daddies. Oh my God. She has 3 baby daddies. 3 baby daddies. 3
If you don't let me
baby
speak.
daddies.
I love you.
So, same fucking people trying to fuck off with a weirdo. Just going around in their own fuck America tour, trying to pretend there's some kind of moral bitches every single time. So, he went over there. Yeah, to see another person suffer what he has suffered, pretty much.
Blame her as well. So, it is horrific. They're fucking doing is horrific. Whether you like Erica Kirk's or not, you like her politics or not, but they're fucking doing her is awful. It's horrible. Okay? Period. And I always thought so. Isn't Andrew only like 45? 42. 42. Still an old man hug. Once you're past 40, you can get away with the old man stuff. I feel where you're coming from, Andrew, but Rachel's 10,000 times the woman Erica is. It's irrelevant what you think about her. Nobody deserves that kind of fucking torture. Nobody deserves that. Awful.
You know what they're saying? Literally saying that she's responsible for the death of her husband. Just pure bullshit. Pure bullshit.
Okay? It's fucking awful. And seeing that America feeds into it, the liberal op to TPUSA, under Z, they don't care. So I put in a little request of my own, TPUSA. I requested that they hire me as the official Charlie Kirk conspiracy theorist liaison. My request.
I agree.
So all these like Baron Coleman and Candace Owens and all of them, I will be happy to go answer all of your questions that you have, as long as we can do it live. You have to now come. Great, Andrew's compromised. Well, maybe you should have your heroes challenge me to a debate, and let's see who's compromised. Now they got to come to me.
Alfood Gaming, good to see you, sir.
Oh, what's that? Z in America? What? Oh, you have to come to me too. Oh, you want to go out to these little campus tours? You want to coordinate with TPUSA? Do you? You want to coordinate with them? Do you? Well, you can DM me. And by the way, every DM from any of you motherfuckers better start like this. Dear Andrew, pretty please with sugar on top. Better start with that. Andrew, pretty please with sugar on top, and then the request.
Andrew, pretty please with sugar on top.
Will you come on my show so that we can discuss my lunatic conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk? And I'll say, well, yes, I'll go on your show and absolutely eviscerate your dumbass. Yeah. Most wallets still plug into the same system we were trying to escape in the first place. And that's why Rumble built financial freedom. Your champions are going to get wrecked, boys. They're going to get wrecked. Charlie Kirk, conspiracy theorist liaison. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. I'm happy to go on your show and have a nice little chitty chat with you. You're happy to do it. And then when you go
Teriyaki raid. Ding. Well, thank you very much, Teriyaki, for the raid. To all the people from Teriyaki channel, welcome. We're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into the mastery. So I've been having a little bit of a struffle, a little bit of a scuffle with one fucking idiot. His name is none other than Uncle Tom. Now, Uncle Tom had a space with Andrew. You will never believe what happened there. So, Project Moron saying that people who celebrated Kirk's death and participated in harassing him across the country were more like him. He's a sick fuck. It's true. You can argue very well. Oh, Tails D died to self. Listen to his incredible take. You don't argue very well. I know it's supposed to be your livelihood, but you steal tactics when there's obvious angles with the bounds of truth. You must prove this. It's pure retardation. They'll know anything, and they're just saying stupid shit. You don't have an insider? Full of shit. You want somebody to pretend you know people you don't. You make basic inferences and get them wrong. For OPSEC is shit. It's your community that has been infiltrated. True. Fucking true. Welcome everybody. Once again, thank you very much to Teriyaki for the raid. Apparently they want to debate a specific topic. We didn't celebrate his death. We released a statement the day that he died, condemning the political violence. While he was alive, we spoke positively about he was able to build on CNN, and Charlie exchanged nice words with CEO on Charlie Kirk's show. The week Charlie Kirk died was the same week Charlie agreed to debate the UFA on Jubilee as well. We had one staffer who made an edgy tweet which was terminated, but nothing regarding the celebration or happiness. The day Charlie died was very hard for us emotionally. There's been a statement on September 10th, 2025. Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe any of these fuckers. Oh my god. Is she fucking ugly? Fucking ugly. He is sharing the space that he's gonna have with Uncle Tom. Now, Uncle Tom is an N-word, okay? And what he does is he pretends that he's uneducated. What was that? Prosecutor in case of accused Charlie Kirk shooter Tyler Robinson finding contempt of court. Utah Judge ruled Christopher Ballard was in civil contempt when he told TMC that prosecutors had ample evidence to prove Robinson was guilty. Well, there's been a lot of different cases where they say, that DPUSA is paying Andrew. Is that the case? I don't know. Well, let's listen to Andrew himself. Andrew says, I'm not taking any money from DPUSA. Minus the fee for the debate. Instructions. Got that wrong one, Ace. I just really enjoy wrecking these people as I consider them to be dumb and inferior to myself in every way. You can toss me out of an organization I'm not part of. Yes, we all laugh at you. Not you. Oh, I don't even make the cut to be part of the evil prostitutes, but I will try. Are you getting paid by Erica, a woman? Because your life is shit and your views are dropping so dramatically. Must suck to have. This woman has to keep the lights on, liquor on your big bellies. I said you have to beg women to pay. Hey, Greedo, good to see you, bro. Welcome. Thank you for the insanely huge, enormous $5 super chat. But none other than Honlo Net says, hit the like, stream people. Hit the like. Just hit the like. Did you hit the like? Okay. Let's move away.
Go on, and I absolutely eviscerate one of you stupid motherfuckers after the next stupid motherfucker, making tons of cash while I do it for my own chat, who's going to enjoy watching me do this to your heroes over and over and over again. All you're going to be able to do is cry. That's it. Just going to cry in the chat. Oh, my God. Oh, it's good, Andrew. Oh, God. It was... Cry me a river, bro. I have an image of Andrew being like Jack Nicholson and Batman saying, wait till they get a load of me. Oh, it's not going to go well. So go tell Baron Coleman that I want to have a nice little talk with him to answer all his little questions. He's got a lot of questions.
We have
got a lot of...
Okay. The next day, he had this little Twitter space. I was looking for this for a moment. I was trying to find it. Couldn't kind of remember the name of the channel. Now we got it. This is a small little snippet of what happened during that. Uncle Tom is right there. Dumbest motherfucker on earth.
A question can't be a straw man.
Hold on a second. We have a third-party security team coming in. It gets very convoluted.
He's just asking questions.
A question
but this is what
Andrew does. Can't be a straw
The white
man.
man tricked me into a question.
We don't need to do meta. That this is what Andrew does. Just answer his question, Jay, and then proceed.
A question can't be a straw man. Definitionally.
Ask your question
again. Presupposes that.
Is it the case that there was a conspiracy which was entered into by members of TPUSA, including Erica Kirk, to assassinate Charlie Kirk? Yes or no?
this is not real.
Oh man, I just enjoy the silence. That question. Where's all the bravado, you fucking idiots?
Sure, yes. I'll say yes. I'll say yes.
Okay, great. Yes. You
Great,
believe that
okay.
there was, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What is the best piece of evidence that you can give me that TPUSA entered into a conspiracy to assassinate Charlie Kirk?
The best piece of evidence, I just want to say this first and foremost. I'm not going to say there was a 100% plan to maybe the plan wasn't to assassinate him, but to put
Just
him in
said that
harm's
yes,
way or
though.
for something to happen to him. That's more of the position I would want to take. But for the sake of answering your question, I'll say yes. What I'm saying is there has been proven facts where there wasn't his security detail, even though he had a meeting for the next day, his security detail hadn't been briefed or they didn't have the security detail for that next event, even though it should have been planned since it was the next day. So I feel like that's very suspicious. Secondly,
hang on, back up
Until
one
something
claim.
suspicious doesn't make it a fact.
Let's start with one
Dude.
claim at a time. Let's start with the first
Bro.
claim.
Okay, sure.
So go ahead and restate the claim.
My second claim, my first
No, your
claim was
first
that
claim.
my first claim was that he had a meeting or a event the next day, which his security detail should have made plans for. There was no plans made. So I think that's suspicious. So that's
How
my
does
first
that?
claim.
Okay, so
You're
first
gonna say, how does that mean that they want to
Well,
kill
no,
him? Okay.
I'm not going to make any claims yet. I'm just going to make sure that I get your position down because I actually don't want to straw man it.
Okay.
So, claim one, the security detail didn't do their job properly, basically, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Didn't do their job. Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to claim two.
Claim two, he messaged that he felt like he was gonna die because he was leaving the pro whatever case.
Felt like he was going to die because what?
Because he was leaving the pro Israel case.
Because he was leaving the pro-Israel case. Okay.
Cause.
Or the pro
Cause.
What a piece of shit. Pure piece of shit. Any evidence of that? No. I'm gonna make shit up. Just gonna make shit up.
Israel
That's
side
it.
or whatever.
I think there's an IQ filter here going on, but I mean,
No, it's fine. Let him finish. Okay, next.
My third claim is that individuals like there was no ambulance on site for an event of that stature, which I've seen that a lot of people felt like there should have been ambulance.
All right, Jay.
Okay.
I'm moving
So
on.
we got no.
Jay,
hang
I'm
on,
gonna move
no,
on. bro.
no. I'm going to finish this with him.
You guys
What
can
are you
move on.
talking
It doesn't
about,
matter.
bro?
It doesn't matter to me.
So anyway, so let's start with this. I'm going to just concede that all of these claims are true, every single one of them. The
Okay.
security claim did not do their job. Claim two, he felt like he was going to die because he was leaving the pro-Israel cause. That one's false, by the way, but I'm just going to assume that it's true. And then third, there was no ambulance at the event. Can you tell me how that equals a conspiracy from TPUSA to assassinate Charlie Kirk?
I feel like for the stature of person he was, there was a lot of malpractice taking place, which would then be which would then, in my opinion, because the case that you're making is not the case that I'm trying to make. I believe your very specific argument, yes, you chose that position because it's hard to prove what you're saying. But me, the way I'm taking it is when you add all of these things up, there is enough cause for people to raise questions. And I think when you raise those questions, it forces you to get answers so you can get to the truth.
Yeah, that's great. But just real quick, I'm willing to even concede malpractice took place, meaning that there was incompetency, which led to Charlie Kirk's death. Totally 100% willing to concede this point. How do we tie any of these points into a conspiracy to murder him?
But that's the thing. What I'm saying is I'm not arguing your point. I'm saying when you put all these things together, there's enough evidence and enough proof that people should be asking questions. By asking the questions is how we're going to get the answers.
I'm literally sitting here going through these with you, with the very questions that you have. And even if I concede the answer to you as being correct and that incompetence led to the death of Charlie Kirk, how in the world would those questions lead to a conspiracy? And how do we get to conspiracy from this?
Well, the thing is, like, that's part of the issue. We do not have all the evidence. But what I'm saying is, as an
So you
American,
don't
I
have
don't.
any good evidence to believe that there was a conspiracy to murder Charlie Kirk. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm telling is I don't have all the evidence.
I'm asking you
I believe that
do you have
individuals like
evidence?
Baron Coleman or Candace Owens might have more evidence.
You mean the
that,
people? You mean the same Baron Coleman who refuses to answer these same questions from me, even though I've challenged him multiple times publicly? I have a massive platform with, I can guarantee, probably 20, 30,000 live viewers for that specific debate. When I generally stream, I outdo him in live viewership and super chats, and the guy won't even fucking talk to me. So don't come to me. Don't hang on. Don't come to me with this
That's not a
shit.
true claim there. He's
Let's find out.
Far surpassed you with super chats.
Let's find out.
And
Prove it.
viewership. It's not actually not even close. But
prove it.
I mean, is that even part of the debate?
Yeah,
Why are you making
but
it
even if I see this, it still wouldn't matter. I'm a massive creator online, and I'm willing to talk to this guy about these very points that. You guys try and try and try, but you can't. So anyway, I appreciate it. Who else you got?
Trill.
All right. I don't want to whiplash the whole conversation. I don't tend to agree with Baron Coleman either. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think TPUSA conspired in a plot to assassinate their own leader. It's probably there's about as much evidence for that as I have to kind of agree with Andrew on this one. But Andrew, you have to admit that they have been resoundingly uncooperative with proving the case against Tyler, which they could rather easily do if they tried.
Who have they been uncooperative with?
Well, with there's been zero investigation into it. They ditched the car immediately.
There's a massive investigation into it, and the law enforcement's all over it. They're prosecuting the shooter.
Yeah,
so who is it that
But that's not true.
33 hours massively.
Who is TPUSA not cooperating with besides conspiracy theorists online who have absolutely no law enforcement qualifications at all and are not in any way, shape, or form? Do they have any authority to have any investigation? Who are they not actually cooperating with?
Well, what's the question? Do they have authority, or what's the what? They just don't seem very intrigued with anybody. I mean, there's been no there's been no interviews.
What do you mean?
Well, has anybody on the security team even been interviewed by the police?
Well, they're going to keep that information proprietary, but
proprietary.
The FBI,
that's the point.
By the FBI, that would be the FBI who keeps that stuff under wraps.
Yeah, but the FBI flipped it back to the state. After those 33 hours, there is no FBI.
That's true. Yeah, I agree. But the state, the state, hang on. State law enforcement also is going to keep their evidence under wraps until you get to the trial. But do you have a single reason to believe that everybody at TPUSA isn't fully cooperating with local law enforcement? Has there been a single press release? Has there been a single police officer? Has there been a single investigator who has publicly said or stated anywhere that TPUSA is refusing to cooperate with them?
Well, of course they don't, and that's what points that, and of course that this is what points to conspiracy. This is so. Then people say the conspiracy starts. Well, because if you don't want certain facts uncovered, you won't go ask the questions. If you notice, Joe Kent said the same thing about Butler as he said about Charlie Kirk. They had leads into foreign ties. They were cut off at the pass from digging further into. And he says himself, we did not do our diligence on these investigations on either one. He says it himself.
Yeah, how do you know he's not pushing a political narrative, though?
Hang on. I'll respond to all of this. Okay, so first of all, Joe Kent and what Joe Kent has to say, he wasn't authorized to investigate those things. He had to get permission to do so and was told no, it was under control from not his department, who was not authorized to do that. This happens with law enforcement all the time, nonstop, in fact. On this case, though, I would like to go back just a step. Do you have, one more time, I'm going to ask this, do you have a single one, as in one, law enforcement official investigator who is investigating this case and moving the case against Charlie Kirk, who would state on record or has stated anywhere on record that TPUSA is refusing to cooperate with them?
I think you're missing the point there.
I
I
want
don't
an
know.
answer to my
I don't know.
question, bro.
I don't know about that. I don't know what
You
like.
don't
There's people
know?
who come out because they don't want. They feel imperiled into coming out and telling the truth about how they
Who?
actually feel about it.
Who?
Tyler's own family.
Okay.
You know,
So
you're
hang on.
well
The
because
guy
then you
who's being accused of murder, of course, his family is going to be the. By the way, Carmelo Anthony, that happened with him. His family came out, said he didn't do anything wrong. It's like, yes, he did. And so the idea here that just because Tyler Robinson's family is supporting him means that there was no wrongdoing is absurd on its face.
a
That's
big
one.
basis
Hang on.
is
That's
that they
one.
turned him in.
Yeah, they did by their own
Well, they don't
admission,
believe he killed anybody.
but they still turned him in.
Well, what's officially in the statement is that they recognized him as the shooter. So they're
Dude,
the
whatever
way
they
the
say after
statement
they
is
get
written.
lawyer, whatever they say after they get lawyers can be disregarded.
White Rican, don't jump in. Let them talk.
Okay, yeah. So again, that's exactly the point that I was making. Was once they're lawyered up, of course they're going to have their narrative how they have their narrative. But that aside, what's really interesting about this is that we don't actually know whether or not it's the case that that Tyler's own family.
Emmett was involved. He is in the US. That's right. Question is, will Emmett present the evidence I sent to chat? Oh, maybe. Let's see, what evidence did you send?
Is going to be testifying that they believed that he was involved in this or not. We don't know because we haven't even gotten to the preliminary hearing yet. So, but what's interesting, the most interesting part of this is that nobody to date has been able to show me a single shred of evidence from a single person who's actually investigating this case that TPUSA has been in any way uncooperative. And that's very telling to me.
Well, I'll tell you. Here's something that'll make this very easy.
No,
okay?
let's hear.
So
well,
people
before
don't.
we Trill, sorry, before we just skip past this, yeah, what happened to the tape of him turning himself in? By the way, oh, oops, we lost the tape of him turning himself in.
Well, let's check the claim.
How convenient.
Well, let's start
Andrew.
with the claim, shall we? Did
Yeah, you
who
also
is it that,
there's a few claims you made.
Hang on,
The
we're going to
you don't have access to the autopsy report, so stop saying it. They found something in his neck and all this. You don't have access.
That's part of an official report.
I don't
Would you like me to pull it up?
I don't
You
care.
don't care?
You don't
You
have
don't
you
care?
don't have the autopsy. You don't have the autopsy report, dude.
Bro, the official report is that bullet fragments were taken out of Charlie Kirk's neck, which matched a 30 caliber. That would be a 30-06, a 30 caliber. And even if you don't think it was a 30-06, it's still a really big round.
I don't think we've seen the autopsy.
That's not true. The
It
fact
is true.
this came up in court because the prosecutor was held in contempt of court and civil contempt for leaking this to the press. So the ATF said that they couldn't.
For leaking these to the press. This amount of cope. This amount of cope is incredible. Okay. And all this is to say, my point is, yeah, I fucking hate these people. I fucking hate it. I hate them. I don't want to waste my fucking time going out because one person said something that the other person didn't like. You're gonna have a debate, you have an event the same day, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I deal with your... If there was a day that somebody else was gonna stream at the same time that I am, you know what would happen? I would never be able to stream at all. Ever. You didn't send shit, are we not, man? You didn't send shit. Still waiting for the evidence. Yeah, but my cope stocks are through the roof. Coping. It's a Copacabana.
Not match the fragments to that rifle. It was
No.
inconclusive.
That's fucking scumbaggery. What you're doing there.
But
That
this
is
was just
true.
from the
Hang on,
case.
hang
The
on.
judge read this
Hang
out.
on. What you're doing though is
You are
Coping and seething.
You just can't accept what you're seeing.
You were coping and seething.
Truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping.
Coping so hard. Coping and seething. That is how things are going right now. See what the hell he's gonna be showing us. The planes. The planes are in, bro. The planes.
is you're trying to flip a narrative, which is bullshit.
I'm telling you what the judge said.
Just stop. Let me respond. Okay. So first of all, the bullet. Because of the fragmentation of it. Yes, they can't match it to the exact rifle, but it's still a 30 caliber round. That is on record. Because they can't match it because it's fragmented to the round does not mean that bullet was not fired from the rifle. That's one.
The plane. The plane. You might be too young, Emmet, but conspiracy theories used to be fun a long time ago. No problem with conspiracy theories. I like them. And not only I like some conspiracy theories, some of them are true. Like the frog. It's just that lately, damn it. I'm too tired to be doing this, to be fair. It's just that lately. So fucking annoying.
1 and 2, it was definitely a 30 caliber. And can you tell me again what caliber is a 30-06? Can you tell me again what caliber 30-06 is?
Did any bullet? Well, dude,
ask me a question,
okay.
answer mine.
30 caliber. Did any bullet leave Charlie's body? Any piece of even a bullet leave Charlie's body?
No,
okay, so the whole thing must be in his body.
No, that's not the case.
Really?
Yeah.
So
if
it disappeared.
Do you know how big the fragments were?
Well, but all the fragments should compose together to form an entire round if none of it left his body.
No, that's not always the case.
Well, then where'd it go?
Well, first of all, you have, I think you have what's called bullet dissipation, depending on if you have a soft point round. That's the first part. And we don't know if the entirety of the bullet, you don't know if the entirety of the bullet wasn't recovered through those fragments, but they can't reconstruct it because of the bad shape that it's in. Like, you just don't know that.
So what the ATF said is that they cannot say for sure that bullet.
Are you appealing
came
to the
from
ATF?
that gun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, first of all, they're not going to be able to if it's fragmented. And if you have fragmented and compressed pieces of a bullet, that doesn't mean you can't tell what caliber it was. In fact, you could even take the way they might have been able to tell is by.
But am I so enthusiastic about the escape plane? I'm not. I am not. It's just that when I go to Egypt. Oh no. I mean, when I think about a plane, I just like it.
Taking the fragments of it and then weighing them. That might have been a way for them to tell that it was 30 cal, in fact.
Well, so you're saying
there's
they're
other ways
incompetent.
too. They could have slugged the barrel. No, they just might not be able to reconstruct it to actually fit the rifling of the barrel. That might not be possible depending on the condition of the bullet.
But this also leaves the possibility that it was a different gun.
It doesn't leave. Well, if you're saying it leaves the possibility that it was another firearm, what other firearm? Another guy with another 30 caliber somewhere else shot him?
How did they find the gun?
They found it in a forest after they did multiple sweeps.
Okay, and the dogs didn't pick up on it. There was no
That's very
scent.
common.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
They just sort of knew where to go look after the dogs sweeped.
It's also common in missing person cases that they'll bring canines in to assist with missing persons, and oftentimes canines walk right by The missing person clothing, things like this happens all the time. Canines also hit wrongly. In fact, there was a guy years ago. He was a drug handler. He handled drug dogs. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Barry.
Conan.
Anyway, whatever. The guy, what he did was he taught people how to hide their weed. That's what he did. He taught them how to hide their marijuana in
He did.
places where drug dogs wouldn't hit on it and shit like that. And he often pointed out that canines would do false hits all the time because it depends on the handler, depends on the quality of the dog, depends on all of this, and they miss things constantly. You are using an evidence of the gaps argument, which is just saying, I don't know, if the dogs didn't get it, then that must be some sort of compelling evidence towards what exactly?
Well,
That
and it's
human
just that
beings
the people
found
who
it?
found it immediately went to the spot from which it was recovered. They
What do you
didn't
mean?
go and search a bunch of areas. They just went to where the rifle was, which also
It
happens to
wasn't.
be on the
It wasn't a big
property
area to
of
cover.
Phil Lyman.
It wasn't
which
a big.
is-
It wasn't a big area to cover.
Well, how do you know? The guy was
Because
at
we
Dairy
know-
Queen. The guy was
Because
over
we
here.
know because we know the geographical location in which they found the rifle was not a large area to cover. That's one. The second problem that you have with this is, so what? Even if I grant that this is true, that's not evidence that Tyler Robinson didn't shoot him. We have good, compelling evidence that it was a 30-06. We know for sure that the rifle which was recovered was a 30-06.
Less than compelling.
That is much more compelling evidence than yours, which is nothing.
It doesn't appear to be compelling in court. Well, did you see
Well,
a
yes, it
picture of
does.
In court. No. We are in court, Andrew. Don't you dare say things like that. Okay, people. I have to call it quits. I'm falling asleep. It's been a long ass day. I just need to rest. Just need to fucking rest. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep yesterday. I've been awake for a while. I want to come in, tell you about my experience playing. I loved how cool playing Warhammer is. You don't know how cool playing Warhammer is. Now, you know, my Egyptian plane, sorry, is about to depart, and I need to be on that plane very soon. So, God bless you all. I hope you all have a good day. You know, praise God that we're still here. Pray and give thanks to the Lord. That's what we ought to do, brother. That's what we ought to do. Oh wait, this is the correct one. Was trying to find if there was any place I wanted to send you. There's none. I usually I'm the one raiding teriyaki.
I don't think ADHD is real. Men just need to be doing things all the time. I freaking think I agree. Do you not know what to do with yourself since we've rendered you useless? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's a you problem, Goyam.
Goyam?
Take this drug that's gonna stunt your growth and make you retarded.
Send me your cash up, David. Send me the cash up, bro.
I should record that at the beginning. Do you not know what to do with yourself now that we've rendered you useless? Maybe it's a you problem. Take this pill. It'll stun your growth and make you retarded, goy. I don't remember what I said. It was good in the moment. I'll just say something new. Hey, idiot. What are you, dumb? Why don't you take this freaking pill? It's gonna make you retarded. Oh, I'm sorry. You having a hard time at school because they make you sit still?
Out so early? 07, Emmett. Thank you very much for this huge, enormous $5 to Hollow Knight. Yep, I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna come back tonight. I just need to rest. I got a little bit of a big day tomorrow, and then I have to go back to the store on Friday. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna be playing more. I'm gonna be. I just need to rest. So God bless you all. I don't have Shap. Can you play me in Sheep? I will. So God bless all of you. Take care and enjoy. Enjoy your days. God bless. Baby, don't be absurd. Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism. Subscribe to Hello Listener. Baby, don't be absurd. Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism. Nationalism. Well, I'm ready. You cashed in my tokens, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Thank God I'm found and I'm ready. Trapped through the ceiling, I'm ready. Gonna bare my soul and I'm ready.
Go toe to toe and I'm ready.
Like a midnight show and I'm ready. Burn down the building, I'm done placating to the wisdomless. I got a deep dark shadow when my fingers itch. I'm gonna save this country, gonna save these kids. I'm gonna show these
Tengus.
I'm gonna save this country from the lying
Tengu.
these Muslims and I'm coming for you. We'll scrap the whole damn thing.
And we'll try it again, and this time you're not allowed in. Baby, don't be absurd. Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism. Nationalism. Baby, don't be absurd. Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism. Nationalism. The Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. The Jews. This Gestapo left is getting way too nosy. The media moguls getting way too nosy. It says you owe me. If it wasn't for us, you'd be a cannibal, homie. The respect we be heard. Instead of giving these people something they didn't earn. Showing up with a whole lot of nerve. If it was back home, baby, you would have had heard. Baby, don't be absurd. Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism.
Nationalism.
You all better go buy his music, bro. Bruh.
Nationalism's not a bad word. Nationalism. Nationalism.
People, now get out of here. Have a